Bonjour, bienvenue sur ASYS TV. Nous sommes ici en direct de la Cité internationale de Rabat à l'occasion de la 8e édition du sommet des étudiants et de la jeunesse africaine. Nous sommes ici et nous avons le plaisir de recevoir durant ces émissions que vous allez suivre tout au long de ces 3 jours, Peter Kwasi Kodjie, qui n'est autre que le secrétaire général de All Africa Student Union, l'association qui organise avec l'AMSI la 8e édition de ce sommet. Welcome, Peter Kwasi Kodjie.
Thank you very much, Tariq.
So it's a pleasure to receive you, and it's amazing the job you did to prepare this amazing Congress.
Thank you very much, and I should say on the onset that first of all we'll have to say thank you to His Royal Majesty King Mohammed VI. May God help him for accepting to host this at the first place. Had he said no, we would not have the opportunity to be here. And so I think that to commence with whatever that we have to say, that sense of gratitude, not just for myself, but on behalf of the students of the continent and the young people. It's been one whole year of planning this event, and so I should say that a lot of hard work, a lot of commitment, a lot of sacrifices have gone into it, and a lot of commitment on the side of the Kingdom of Morocco to host the young people across the continent and to put together an event that suggests that the Kingdom appreciates the value of young people in as far as the development of the continent is concerned. So it has been a lot of hard work.
Thank you, Peter. The opening was amazing. I never see a lot of Minister of Foreign Affairs at the same time on 4 opening of a youth summit.
Yeah, again, that underscores the importance of what it is that we sought out to do. And then it also makes a certain indication that the Moroccan International Cooperation Agency, which is headed by the Director General, Ambassador Mohamed Metkau, and I should say that he has done an extensive work insofar as the summit is concerned, a lot dependent on the goodwill of the kingdom to attract those kind of speakers. As you yourself have admitted, it's very difficult to get as many as 5 foreign ministers attending an event that is not state-centric. Because usually, foreign ministers attend events on behalf of their countries for issues that pertain to national interest. So for foreign ministers to attend a student event at this level meant that there had to be the incentive for them to be able to come for a program like this.
Alors, All Africa Student Union chose a thematic this year, which is a strategic thematic, the future of work, challenge and perspective in Africa. What did you choose this scope?
So we actually see that as young people we're on the brink of another dimension of development. What we have seen in the past is not going to be anything like what it will be in the future. And we thought that as young people, we should begin to anticipate the possibilities of how the future of the continent would look like. What sort of skill sets do we need? What sort of competences? Do we have to retool? Do we have to rescale? What sort of approach should we develop? And so we sought to put together a theme that suggested that we're looking forward to a different kind of Africa in the couple of years that come. We're looking forward to an Africa that at a global level has that voice and that might and that power. And those things don't happen by themselves. They happen if young people take that appreciation of the things that will change and begin to build that capacity to be able to handle the future of Africa. And I do think that as young people, we ourselves realize that the task ahead will not be an easy one. The sort of tools that were needed in the past to deal with the issues will be fundamentally different. We're dealing with issues of artificial intelligence, we're dealing with like blockchain, cryptocurrency. A lot of these are redefining trade. They are redefining how goods and services are harnessed. And so we thought that it was important to have these discussions to prepare young people for the future of Africa.
Peter, I saw that you invite also European Student Union and also organizations from all over the world. And I saw that they were really interested of what's happened here in Africa. How do you work with all those international organizations?
So we have the understanding that what we're having today is more of a global citizenship era. So everything that happens affects everybody anywhere. And that's why issues of climate action and all the SDGs are being tackled at a global level. It's fundamentally different from the MDGs that was just targeted for least developed countries. The SDGs are Sustainable Development Goals that affect both developed and developing countries. In that sense, it means that we need to approach issues from a collective stance. And so we realize that even at the student level and at the youth level, the issues that we face as a collective one, there are issues that we all face at the same level. And we believe that how we tackle them must come about with the similarities and then to find synergies in how we can cooperate. And it explains why you would see that a lot of student organizations from the Latin America, from the European Student Union, and all over have come here to be able to have the discussions. But I should also mention that we looked at a very significant number in terms of participants. You looked at a summit that organized over 1,000 people from over 100 countries, and 52 of those countries are from Africa. That's huge. That's a huge gathering that I've never seen. I've followed youth development for a very long time, but I've never seen one summit host young people and students up to this capacity. So that was, for me, something that was great.
Peter, a lot of discussion, a lot of interesting workshop, also plenary every day with maybe 5 conferences per day. What is the objective of the summit for this year?
So actually, what we have for the summit is a bit of an upgrade of what we have had in the past. So for this particular summit, we've added entrepreneurial sessions, and the idea is that we believe that entrepreneurship is the way to go and that we cannot depend on governments for jobs. And so that is one of the huge takeaways that we expect from here, that young people must begin to realize that we have to create jobs ourselves. And that's why a lot of effort has been put on the exhibitions to be able to link them to the opportunities and to be able to give them that wherewithal to be able to go out there and create the change out there. So for us, the key takeaway is also to let government agencies and stakeholders, and that's why it was relevant for us to be able to get the ministers of state over there to let them appreciate that it's young people should be seen as strategic partners. They should not be seen as just a checklist of some idea that we've consulted young people. But in practice, they should be able to engage young people as strategic partners. And like I observed at the opening ceremony, it's probably the first time that I'd seen that rearrangement, because usually the government officials will speak last and then the young people will speak first, but it was flipped. And the idea was to make a statement that young people must begin to take the reins and begin to make decisions. And that is what has been absent for a very long time. The fact that at the decision-making table on issues that affect young people, we have been absent. And the statement that we want to make going forward is to be engaged strategically.
Nice. As an opportunity, I saw that Morocco Alumni launched by the AMSI, how this platform, digital platform, can help also the All-African Student Union.
There is a very fine synergy between what has been done and what we do. We leverage a lot on intellectual capacity. We leverage a lot on networking. We leverage a lot on skill sets. And so the alumni, once they go through the student network and they come out, they are the basis that can connect us to the opportunities that the students today need. So it's very good that it has been launched. And I do think that we as a union can benefit from that wide network that it provides, because we have a footprint across the continent, and we need to connect the students to opportunities, and this is where those opportunities are. So I do see a very fine synergy between what has been done.
Thank you, Peter. Hope that you will have a good time in Morocco. Also, you should stay a few more days, to visit our beautiful country.
Actually, I'm staying until the 31st, and so I'll have the opportunity to go to maybe Marrakesh and all of. But I should also thank the people of the Kingdom of Morocco. I have not heard anyone complain so far. It's been compliments, and I myself have observed. I've been here for 3 weeks, and they have been nothing but good, and I mean, very amazing people.
So my last question, one word to finish and to speak to all students that watching us. What kind of message can you share with us?
I do want to say to for all of us out there who are young people, and particularly so as students, that our actions has shaped the present of Africa, and then our actions today will also shape the future, and that we should prepare ourselves by developing our skill sets, by developing our competences, and to be ready for the future of Africa.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Tarek.